Season 4 of Bridgerton leans heavily into romance, emotion, and yes, plenty of heat. At the heart of this season is a love story that feels familiar yet refreshingly new, Benedict and Sophie's journey, which echoes a classic Cinderella-style romance while adding the signature Bridgerton twist fans adore. Their story plays with well-known fairy tale elements, an unkind stepfamily, a chance encounter at a grand event, and the dream of finding love beyond circumstance. But this time, the prince isn't a traditional one. Benedict, the second son, is uncertain about marriage and romance, still figuring out who he is and what he wants. Sophie, on the other hand, has endured hardship after hardship, forcing her to become fiercely independent. When she unexpectedly finds herself stepping into a glamorous world she never imagined she'd belong to, everything changes. One bold moment leads to another, and from there, the romance unfolds. The cast agrees that while romantic tropes are timeless, they never lose their magic. Love stories have existed forever, and audiences continue to crave them because they reflect something deeply human. What keeps Bridgerton feeling fresh is its ability to reinvent these familiar ideas with new characters, new perspectives, and new emotional stakes every season. This season also marks a major moment for Benedict's character development. Viewers finally get to see him step fully into the spotlight, revealing layers that have been quietly building since season 1. Those close to the production say his transformation into a leading man feels natural and earned, and watching that evolution has been one of the season's biggest joys. Adding to the excitement, a familiar and beloved presence returns as the family dynamic comes back into full force. When everyone is finally together under one roof, chaos naturally follows, but it's the warm, lived-in kind of chaos that only comes from years of shared history. After spending so many years working together, the cast describes their bond as effortless. Conversations are loud, overlapping, and full of inside jokes. They know each other so well they can finish one another's sentences, though hilariously they admit they still don't know basic things like birthdays. One character in particular continues to act as the emotional anchor of the family. Whenever things spiral out of control, he's the one who steps in to restore order, offering guidance, tough love, or a much-needed reality check. His presence signals that something important is about to happen, and that someone is probably about to be scolded. Season 4 also dives deeper into a storyline fans have been anticipating for a long time, the romantic arc involving the Bridgerton matriarch. Seeing her experience love in such a tender, mature, and heartfelt way has been incredibly moving. Rather than focusing purely on passion, this relationship radiates warmth and emotional depth, proving that love doesn't belong only to the young. Many viewers may find themselves unexpectedly touched by how beautiful and sincere this storyline feels. Another major shift this season is the fallout from a long-held secret finally being exposed. With the truth now out in the open, society reacts in wildly different ways. Some people see opportunity, others see danger, and many simply don't know how to act anymore. The revelation completely changes the social atmosphere, leading to awkward encounters, nervous behavior, and tension-filled gatherings. For the person at the center of it all, it becomes a moment of reckoning, figuring out who they are now, what they want, and how much power their voice truly holds. Meanwhile, Francesca's story highlights a quieter but deeply meaningful kind of growth. Newly married and still so young, she's learning what it means to build a life with someone she's only just beginning to know. Their relationship doesn't magically become perfect after marriage. Instead, it evolves through learning, patience, intimacy, and self-discovery. Watching her step away from her family's shadow and stand on her own is both challenging and empowering. Eloise, as expected, continues to resist society's expectations at every turn. Determined to avoid marriage at all costs, she comes up with increasingly creative and often hilarious ways to escape suitors and social obligations. Her rebellious spirit remains intact, even as those around her try to push her toward a more conventional path. As for what's coming next, the cast remains intentionally vague, but their excitement says everything. The second half of the season promises high stakes, emotional intensity, and moments that pull everyone together. Love, loyalty, and family take center stage as challenges arise, forcing characters to rally around one another when it matters most. One thing is certain, Season 4 isn't just about romance. It's about growth, connection, and the powerful bonds that hold this world together. And by the time it ends, viewers can expect to feel every bit of it.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.